lay awake in bed at night, wondering if things will ever be right. The wailing in the walls has only begun, for the time is right, and things are about to come undone. The woman who wails within the walls has been there long before the fall, and as I lay staring at the light, her frightful screams are full of pure delight. It started on a Thursday, of that I am sure. The wailing in the walls were then first heard. There was nothing but silence, a little groan, a little moan in the floors below. But then I heard it from above, as if this weren't absolutely absurd. I brushed it off, not thinking twice. I went to bed very early that night. The house was quiet, the room so cold, and that's when I noticed the woman so old. I closed my eyes and clenched them tight, which caused an odd little chuckle to quickly ignite. Minutes ticked by, my fear too high, not even my dog would dare to abide. Sleep had taken me during that time, not even wailing would scare me that night. Friday came, of that I am sure. The wailing in the walls were secondly heard. Morning went by without much words. I had brought some items I am sure were cursed. A skeleton here, a skeleton there, a little skeleton was placed everywhere. A candle here, a candle there, and I hadn't realized that there was a candle in my hair. I placed the waxed thing onto the table only to notice the blood-colored maple. My eyes grew wide. My smile had lied. I did not notice that a bat flew by. My stomach had growled from needing some food, yet the sound of a broom had quickly ensued. I popped my head into the kitchen. My vision came across a small, cute kitten. I scooped up the kitten into my arms, only then did I notice that something was wrong. That kitten had a smile, one real wide, that I just had to stick her on the stoop outside. She meowed and howled real loud. Even the grumpy old neighbors shouted to stop that now. Afternoon had set in way too soon. The house began to become bestrewn. My hands worked vigorously to decorate the space. My feet had carried me all over the place. Evening crept upon me like a shadow on the wall. Evening crept upon me like a weed growing tall. Dinner was cooked, although not great, but then I noticed it, an odd-looking crate. It was the same shade, that blood-color maple, except this time it was underneath the dining room table. I picked up the crate, heavy and cold. I lifted the lid to see something small, yet old. It was a lantern, one not normal. It was a lantern full of blood-colored oil. I dropped the lantern, frightened to the core. The blood had seeped down onto the wooden floor. The wailing began as soon as it had dropped, but then the wailing suddenly stopped. I did not feel quite right. Something began to howl with might. I nestled into the deep blue covers. The wailing in the walls certainly gave me a shudder. I fell asleep for a while until I awoke with a mouth full of bile. The taste was putrid, one I knew well, the taste of something I'd normally put in my hair. The smell was worse when I spit it out. A little dead fish flopped to the ground. The clock struck midnight. The house grew silent, but then I saw that wrecked old smile. The woman crept closer, one step at a time, until she was standing not far from my eyes. My lip began to quiver. The cold air had made me shiver. This is when I realized that she was in fact human, not a ghost in the walls like my mind had made real. Her breath had smelled of peaches and roses, the most liked thing about an odor. She opened her mouth. A blue light appeared, and I watched as a white thing sprang through my ear. Her eyes, they glowed a deep shade of red as she watched my soul flow. My fear had heightened, but not too high, unlike my soul that soared through the sky. She was neither human nor ghost, but a decrepit old foe, with her black gown full of morose. I did not like seeing it go. I did not like seeing my soul grow old. My fingers, they faded, then went my toes. By the end of that moment, all my limbs had grown cold. The wailing in the walls, they had finally stopped, but not until my body had dropped.